All right, folks, welcome back again to 3's In. So now, this is the second in my contact flight series. And we're going to pick it up after the flight commander's briefing. So after that briefing, we take about a 5-10 minute break. Some guys will go down and cycle off the tank, and I myself headed the snack bar for a cup of coffee before briefing for the first flight of the day. Now, that reminds me, when I was going through pilot training back in 1970-71, instead of coffee, often guys would get Cokes and a package of peanuts. And they'd take these peanuts and pour them into Cokes. I never got onto that, but good Lord, a lot of the guys did. I don't know what it did for them, but it was, I don't know, without comment. So anyway, once a student and I were sat down at the desk for the pre-brief, actually, was it a briefing or a pre-brief? Anyway, never mind. I would have his grade book, and we'd open up the grade book. I always had an idea how that student was doing. That was my job. So I'd sit there and look through the grade book to ensure continuity of training. What I mean by that is you didn't want to go too long between maneuvers. As I might have mentioned in a video earlier, we often just had enough gas on a contact ride for 3 aerobatic maneuvers. And that, along with stall series, either no flap or normal, turning and straight ahead, and then a couple of recoveries, a nose high and a nose low recovery. That would eat up the gas pretty quick. But I always had time to demo a maneuver if I had to and let the student repeat it. So anyway, we check for continuity. Does he need a loop today? Does he need a lazy 8? Or whatever. So often I had done that the night before and given that laundry list to the student to chair fly, to review it the night before. And then come the next morning, I'd sit there and say, okay, we're going to do a lazy 8 today. Begin with a lazy 8. What are the entry parameters? So I would ask these questions to assure myself that the student was indeed prepared for the flight. If he wasn't, he didn't fly. It's just that simple. I just don't have time to take a kid airborne that doesn't know the procedures. Now, I can teach techniques for doing different things, but they have to know the procedures. So we go over the items that we were going to do, and then head down to the soft desk for the supervisor of flying briefing before we went out to fly. It was at the soft desk we would get an update on the weather and anything pertinent to our operation. We'd sign out on the flight orders, and then coming back down the hall, we walk by the men's room, so typically cycle off the tank before heading into the shoot room. In the shoot room at Vance, we had 2 civilians that worked there, Mr. Dance, Leo Dance, and Mr. Lewis. And I loved those guys. They were just great guys. I loved kidding with them, and boy, did they take care of us. Anyway, so once we got past that, then we would head out onto a trolley for the ride out to the aircraft. In summer, we rode on an open trolley, and in the wintertime, we rode on a bus. Because it was awful damn cold at Vance, especially when that wind came across. So there we were, get off the bus, walk over to the aircraft, and usually meet with the crew chief. I love those crew chiefs at Vance. They were just fun to talk to, and I'd walk up to one, either Frenchie or Randy or Sam. Hey, how's the airplane look today? And by and large, looks pretty good, sir. Or, hey, Captain, you need to take a close look at this. If they had something that was kind of dicey, if you will, that yeah, you could go with it, but if the pilot rejected it, there was no argument. So anyway, I had that rapport with those people, and I just absolutely loved it. So we would go out there, complete the walk around, and when I pick it up next, I'm going to tell you about that exciting climb up the ladder into the cockpit. So stay tuned. Great to see everyone, and we'll talk to you in a little bit.